Happy Valentine's Day, everybody! Jared is here with me today, and we're gonna do 10 things that I love, 10 things that I love, or 10 things that I like about you.
I say 10 things that I love.
Why?
Every encounter that I've ever had with love has been good. You know, when I see love, I feel joy. When I feel love, I feel joy. You know, all of the above. I mean, it's just pleasant feeling.
I like because like feels discriminate and love feels constant. So like love is the given. Like there will be times that you're doing shit that I'm like, oh, it's so annoying. I still love you though. But like is a choice I make in every moment. Like I like that about you, or I don't like that about you. And so when I say like, you know, it's not coming out of a place of like duty or being a neurological condition or some kind of biologically motivated feeling that binds us together because our serotonin levels, you know, are in sync.
I don't know how to explain it, but when someone is just loving, they're just a loving person, no matter if they met you that day or not. I wouldn't say that that's a neurological condition.
Yeah.
You know, that's love, and that's what I get that that joyful feeling.
So you want to start? Let me start.
What do you want to do?
I want you to start.
Okay. I love how analytical you are about life. It pushes you to grow, and it's very inspiring.
I do love that too about you. I think that's one of the things that we knew early on that we bonded on.
Yeah.
And the reason why this channel is called The Examined Life, I think is that something that both of us have a passion for, is examining life. So I love that about you too. Okay, so I put mine in categories: physical, mental, how you make me feel, and then a random wild card one. So I'm gonna go through physical first. Physical, I love your face. Like, I could look at your face all the time and just always, whenever I'm staring at you, I'm always thinking he's so beautiful.
Thank you.
Like, I'm always just looking at you like, oh, I just think his skin's so beautiful. Like, I love little dents in his nose. Like, I love his cheeks. Like, I love your moles. Like, I love your mouth. Like, I always like look at your face and just like, oh, just like.
All right. I love how willing you are to try something I like. Food, adventures, movies, etc. It's a visual display of how you love me.
I love your smell. I love even like your smell first thing in the morning, where it's like not polished or perfect, but it's like so you. And then like when you're not around, like I can just smell them like, oh, that's Jared. And I love wearing your clothes, and I love the smell of like you on me all day. Like in the way that your cologne mixes with like your scent. I love your smell.
Thank you. I love that you're Canadian. This might sound weird, but being American, I grew up only focusing on America. Learning about the small bits and pieces of Canada through you is so refreshing.
That's cool. I think about that too, because it's like my parents are from two different countries.
Yeah.
And so as a kid, I grew up with that benefit of like getting all these different cultures. And I never wanted to marry a Canadian for that reason, because I'm like, it's so boring.
Yeah.
At least in this case, it's like mom is
American.
from, yeah. So I like that too. I love your feet.
I hate my feet.
You know why I love your feet? When we first started like being together, I literally never saw your feet. Like it would be so hot in the house and you'd like refuse to take your socks off. Like the socks would always be on. He'd be like sweating buckets, complaining. I'm like, bro, take your socks off. You're like, that wouldn't help. And I'm like, I just felt like there's an insecurity of yours, but your feet are just like mine.
Yeah.
Like we both have super long toes, which helps because we don't have back problems. I was told that once by somebody. Yeah. And then because I can feel like when I see them, it's like a symbol of trust between us. Like there's nothing that you have to feel ashamed of. Like there's nothing on me that I have to feel ashamed of. I don't have the most perfect feet, but like I just love them because they're yours and you trust me with that. And I love that about it.
I love your love for plants.
Really?
They bring joy. Even though I don't always take care of them all the time, but it's not something I think of. But when I see them, I notice a difference. When they're green and healthy, I can tell.
Yeah.
You know, so I love that you love plants because it brings a decor to the house that I like.
I never heard you say that before.
Yeah.
I love your problem solving, and I love your manliness. Problem solving, which Jared's gonna put out a video probably tomorrow. Genuinely, this is his expertise. I am really weak in this area. I'm a very responsive person. I'm a very snappy person. I aim to hurt people's feelings if my feelings are hurt to begin with, and you're not like that at all. Like, your problem solving skills are so on level 10, and it's one of those things that I never really realized how important in a relationship that is to get along with me, because I'm not strong in that area, and like you're just really good at that, and you take the leadership role in that regard, and I always learn so much from you. And when I see you dealing with stuff, I'm like, oh man, like I just love that about you. I said manliness because I think it's a part of it too, because you do take responsibility for yourself. And you know, I love the fact that you've been living by yourself for so long, and it shows. Like, you know how to do so many different things, and like you help out around the house, and like you take responsibility. So I put those two things together because the problem solving is taking responsibility for self and focusing on the goal. And as a man, I feel like that is consistent in all parts of your life.
Thank you. That was a nice one. I love that you cook home cooked meals. You're a really good cook, and since I left home, I don't think I've had a healthy meal until I started dating you. So grateful.
Yeah. I love cooking for you.
No, I'm grateful.
I like your heart. I think that you're a very loving, caring person. Again, in many ways, I'm not like that. I think that balance works well for both of us, because, you know, I teach you sometimes to shrug certain things off or not care so much, and in return, you teach me to see things from another perspective, or to be more empathetic and less robotic. And I think that your heart is just genuine and pure and really, really beautiful.
Thank you. I love your vocabulary. I never had a super strong vocabulary growing up. A big thing for me in finding a partner is I want to be able to learn from them. I want to be able to always, gain something new. So I'm so happy that you provide that.
I love your creativity. I love seeing you. I love because your creativity is also mixed with a little bit of the left brain. Like, you're not just about how do I do things cool, it's how do I do things properly.
Yeah.
And I love that mix because I'm kind of that person who dances on that line. But when I see you in your creative element, even little stuff, like it's the way that you dance or move. Like, it's not like you don't dance like you watch YouTube videos and find out like what the latest like dance is. You dance like from your heart. And then you create from your heart. And even your music is not like, okay, this is what the wave is right now.
Yeah.
You create, from your heart. And so that is a really tough place to be unfiltered. And I'm like always impressed and like inspired by that.
Thank you. I love your style and the way that you put together your like wardrobe. To me, it perfectly expresses you. Like the way that I know you, when I see you put on clothes, I'm like, that makes sense. And it's hard to explain. I tried to explain it to you like a long time ago. We went out to dinner, and this is a way that I'll say the reason why I say I like your style. But when we went out to dinner one time, you were like, you're never asking me questions. No, we're not having a conversation. But it's like, I gained so much just from already getting to know you on a deep level and just watching you. You know what I mean? So just watching you pick out clothes, I find it interesting because I'm like, I get it. I know why you picked that. You know what I mean? Because I know you on such a deep level. You're like, I know why you put your hair up that way. I know why you did this. I know why you did that. I know why you got your earrings over here. I know why you got this earring over here. I know why you got this stack over here. I know why you got this nose ring. You know what I'm saying? All the way down to like your lipstick color. I know why you picked that. So it's just like seeing your style perfectly expresses you. It's cool.
Nice. How you make me feel loved. This is like goes without saying. I love that you speak my love language. I know that you're not a physical touch person, and actually is like really affirming and positive, because when you say to other people like, oh, Shannon's super touchy, and they're like, oh my God, you must hate that, right, Jay? You must hate that. And you're like, nah, I don't mind. Like, and I know it's like really counterintuitive to who you are, but you make that sacrifice for me. And I know that there's times I go overboard that you're like, that's enough. But like 90% of the time, like you let it ride, and it means a lot.
I love that you're here to compete. We were talking the other day, and I think it was you that actually said this. You were saying that there's a lot of people here on this world. What's wrong?
This is so nice thing to say.
What?
You're just so sweet.
Don't cry. These is good things.
I know, it's not sad tears.
No. Don't cry. All right. I love that you're here to compete. I mean, there's a lot of people in this world. Not everyone's here to compete. Everyone's here to, you know, a lot of people are here to just live.
I like that you don't mind that about me, because, like, you know, I felt so bad. Maya had this game night, and honest to goodness, I was like the Hitler of the night. Like, I was just loud, overbearing. Half the people in the room were like, I don't think I like this human being, because, like, I got so into the game. And then Jared walks in, and, like, it's like that to be your girl. You know what I mean? Like, you know, sometimes, like, you know when you have that kid who's the asshole kid in soccer, and like, whose parent is that? Whose kid is that? And you're like, my kid. Yeah. That's what I felt like for you, but you were like, oh, that's my kid. You know, like, that's just who my kid is. I love that you let me be me without exceptions, and that's an example of that. Like, I love that there's so many different sides. Like, for example, yesterday when that dude, a friend of mine, Jade, brought somebody who was a fan of mine over, and then afterwards he has to take a photo with me. When I take photos with people, I like taking sexual photos with them. I think it's fun. And like, Jared's like right behind me, and I don't have to feel like that's disrespectful.
Last but not least, I love your eyes, because I can see so much in them. And it's like, not like literally I can see so much in them, but I can see, you know, everything about you in your eyes. And they're really huge, and they're green, and they're nice. And so that's like one of my favorite attributes of yours.
You and everybody else, though. Okay. My last thing that I love about you is your willingness to change and surrender. You know, you'd say is the word of your year. I think it's the word of your life. Whenever I'm doing one-on-one work with people, I talk about the difference between fruits and fruit trees, and that's the life partner versus soulmate. And a soulmate would be a fruit. It's something that you enjoy in the moment, that's awesome, that's nourishing, that gives you something good, but then it's over and it's time to move on. Whereas in a tree, always adjusts, it moves, it grows, sometimes it dies. You have to just nourish it, it brings back to life. Like, it's a responsibility, and we don't have that much space for trees in our life. You know, we have a lot of space for fruits or those little quick experiences. Like, you are a tree to me. Like, you change, you adjust, you move, like, you wow me with your willingness to, like, adapt. And the person that you are right now is so starkly different from who you were this time last year. Yeah. And that makes me excited to see what you're gonna be like next year and in 10 years. And the reason why I can look at you like a life partner candidate is because of the fact that, like, I know with you, I'll change and you'll change and things will change, but I can trust that you're gonna adjust with the times. Yeah. And that is a massive part of it. Because if you were stubborn, that would give me cause for pause. I'm like, I might outgrow you, or I might outgrow this. But I can't outgrow a tree because you're limitless potential. And that doesn't exist just in this relationship. I think in all areas of life, you know, that's just your strength and something about you that's going to make you unstoppable. And it makes you unforgettable for me.
Awesome. That's awesome. No, it's just, all these are crazy compliments. I feel like mine doesn't uphold.
No, I think I think that our lists are perfectly suited to who we are. Yeah. And why the balance here, you know, works. Yeah. And I love you.
I love you too.
And I like you.
I like you too. And is that the wrap of this video? Yeah. That's it?
Yeah.
Easy.
I said, you want to talk to no people? You want to say...
I'm sick, guys. Nothing to talk about. I'm sick.
Jared wishes you guys a very happy Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
Look at the cute flowers he got me. That doesn't mean you're off the hook for tomorrow, though, just so you know.
They don't know it's tomorrow.
Well, you know what I mean. Thank you, baby.
What you doing for the night? Know there's something we can find. Yeah, I know you're living life. And you ain't got a lot of time. Heard you staying in the hills. And you living in your heels. And your mama about the wheels. And your daddy pay your bills. You was trying to work your sales.